What's up, guys? Dan here for BladeReviews.com, and I have been tagged by the Next Archer in his video series entitled Ghost Knife, where we are supposed to share the old and forgotten knives in our collection, knives that were never supposed to be made, or the prototype knives that we happen to own and have in our collection. Now, the Next Archer, man, thank you so much for thinking of me and tagging me in this video. Very kind of you, very thoughtful, but unfortunately, I really don't have any knives that fit that description. I've got a couple kind of cool discontinued knives that, frankly, if you've been watching the channel, you guys have probably already seen, but more than happy to share them, and more than happy to keep the train running and tag a couple more people, because it's a subject that I think is very interesting. And if you haven't seen the Next Archer's video, well, he's got some very cool knives indeed. So worth checking out, man. I hope it's a successful tag, and I will do my best to show you what I got. Alright, so first up, an oldie but a goodie. It's made a couple of appearances on the channel already, but it's a knife that I really like, and that, of course, is the Spyderco Street Buoy, Fred Perrin designed, black on black, this one, and just a wicked knife. Really like it. Discontinued, although Spyderco is apparently bringing it back. When exactly, I'm not sure. Like I said, not the most special knife in the world, but I really like this one, and it's easily one of the most interesting and rare knives in my small collection. So that's number one. Okay, number two is my Neil Blackwood designed Benchmade Skirmish, and yeah, the 630 Skirmish. Beautiful knife, big folder, not the rarest thing in the world, but they stopped making these a while back, and it's interesting because, you know, it's a full titanium frame lock, S30V blade, really big. Really cool knife. I've been meaning to shoot a video on this one for a while now, and I like it a lot. So this is, you know, nothing, it's not a prototype or anything, but it is definitely a cool knife, and not one that everybody can go to the store and buy. So here you go, knife number two. Alright, so knife number three is the Spyderco Meerkat. Very interesting little Spidey. Shares some obvious similarities to the Dragonfly, at least in terms of its size, but if you're unfamiliar with this one, it's got a really interesting twist to it, and that is in how you close the knife. So really cool. This is an old discontinued Spidey. The way you close it is you actually push on the scale, and it moves the scale, and then you can close the knife. So really cool, really unique. This was actually a gift from friend and fellow YouTuber Chris 1992 USA. So this has got a lot of sentimental value in addition to it being just a really cool knife. And yeah, one of the coolest I have here, and it's really neat. And they're actually, Spyderco is re-releasing the Meerkat with some maroon colored scales, if I'm not mistaken, and they may have already let that one out of the bag, so who knows, we might start seeing some videos pop up of the brand new Meerkat, and I'll tell you, it's worth a little bit of airtime because it's a very interesting knife. So that is knife number three. Alright folks, there you go. Three interesting and unique knives. I'm not saying that they're prototypes or they should have never left the factory floor, but they happen to be really cool, and frankly it's the best I got. So to the Next Archer, thank you so much for the tag, man. I appreciate the thought, and I'm going to pay it forward. Tag a couple of people myself. So first up, I would like to tag Chris 1992 USA. Yes, the same man who gifted me this awesome Spyderco Meerkat, and actually he is the same person who I got all three of these knives from. We traded for a couple different blades a while back, and I got these among others. Chris, if you feel like putting a video together, man, I know you got some wild and crazy stuff in that collection of yours. I would love to see it. Also, I'd like to tag Jeff, aka Tough Thumbs. Jeff, I know, living with Anonymous, you've got access to his apparently pretty epic, classic, and current, I suppose, knife collection. If he's got a few relics in there that might pass for a ghost knife, and you feel like sharing them, I know that myself and a number of people would love to watch that video, so feel free to do that. Finally, I just want to invite everybody else, people who I did not tag, nothing personal. I just can't think of that many people who would have knives that are rare enough and really crazy enough to fit into this category, because I technically didn't. But hey, you know, if you happen to, I would love to see the video. So make a video response if you feel like. That is it for this little tag. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and that's it. Take care. I'll be back soon. Got some new reviews coming up, so I will hopefully see you soon.